The Dallas Cowboys have the 12th overall pick, but apparently are not afraid to make some moves, as Jerry says he's working on substantial trades. While he didn't mention any specifics, he did talk about his confidence level in having a good draft. Take a listen.
We're one of the best drafting teams in the NFL. I'll say that. We are. And that's because of the hard work that goes on to get there, and it's because of, in my mind, the process we use to make the decisions. I do not make the decision about that player. That's been made cumulatively, and it's been made cumulatively here and there, and I'm a tiebreaker maybe. But I hope to hell that I'm sitting there listening to all of this, sat in on all the meetings, been in all the stuff, and I hope that we come up with the very best decision.
Interesting sound from Jerry there, Marcus, because he made it pretty clear he's not making these decisions. It's collective. Maybe he's a tiebreaker at the end, but that's about it. Marcus, do you trust Jerry in the draft?
Yeah. Nothing about Dallas history drafting players has told me anything different. Y'all know my gripe with Dallas has always been free agency. I don't think they supplement who they draft and what they do enough in free agency. But if you look at the history of Jerry's draft, just go back the past 5 years. It's been Pro Bowlers, all pros drafted. It was unfortunate. He drafted a center that I thought was on his way to being one of the best in the league, and Travis Frederick. You look at Jake Ferguson, who turned into a really good tight end for them. We don't even have to talk about Micah Parsons. Deron Bland was up for Player of the Year. CeeDee Lamb, one of the top receivers in the league. Trayvon Diggs, one of the top cornerbacks in the league. I can go on and on. Tyler Smith, young guy that everybody has some issues with, but has started to play lights out, is going to be very good. So it's been a successful draft process for them. Demarion Overshown was becoming a superstar. Dan and I and RC and Mina talked about him weekly in the plays that he was making before he unfortunately got hurt. So they found guys in early rounds, and they found guys in the first round, obviously, and have made some trades. They traded up. Remember, guys, they traded up to get Dez Bryant years ago. Dez turned into a elite, phenomenal receiver for the Dallas Cowboys for a number of years. The draft hasn't been the problem for the Cowboys. It's been free agency.
You're right. But the question is not about the Cowboys' draft history. It's whether or not you have confidence in Jerry Jones to do the right thing in the draft right now. And when you ask me about
Stephen, what the hell you just think I explained for the last 5 minutes?
If you will allow
yes.
me, watch your tone.
5 minutes?
Don't watch your tone.
Yeah,
right? You're talking to me. What I'm getting to is this. I have concerns about Jerry Jones and slippage. I'm not apologizing for that. I think that when you consider what he's done in free agency, well, that compromises all the good work you've done in the draft. Why would you do that? Mm-hmm. Why would you wait to pay Dak Prescott? Why would you wait to pay CeeDee Lamb? Why would you let a guy, Rico Dowdle, runs for over 1,000 yards for you? You let him get away to the Carolina Panthers, what, for $3 million extra dollars? You're sitting up there, you could have taken care of Micah Parsons. His stock is only elevating when you see Crosby and others and Myles Garrett and the kind of deals that they have. Well, what you going to give Micah Parsons and his market value? I understand to y'all, and to me, even to a short degree, that doesn't have directly much to do with the draft. My problem is those decisions are so flagrantly conflicting to your success as a franchise. I find myself looking at him and saying, what's he going to do this time? I don't know. I'm not that confident. I'm looking at him and I'm looking at the Dallas Cowboys and I'm saying, you're getting in your own way. We saw 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, and then building upon it from a talent perspective, but they just wilt beneath the pressure and didn't get it done. But in the process, what we've seen him as of late is making decisions that get in the way of the very things that he did effectively for the draft.
Hold on, really quick, Stephen A. Dan, before you jump in here. But don't you think that's why he came out and said that he's not the one making the decisions?
Could be,
to protect himself?
But some would say it could be a smokescreen because at the end of the day, who's Jerry gonna let make the decisions other than himself?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Marcus can speak to it a little bit better than me, but a lot of people rave about William Clay, who's been down there for a long time when it comes to player evaluation and decision making.
Yep.
Okay. I would say this about the Cowboys draft tonight. If Ted McMillan, who's the wide receiver from University of Arizona, if he's there and they don't take him, big mistake. That would now he may not be there, but that would be the big mistake, because here's the thing: while the Cowboys have drafted well, honestly, I think they've become a little bit too about substance and not enough flash. Marcus, I'll ask you this: you live down there, Cowboys fans. I'll ask you guys, Stephen A. Molly. Who brings you to go watch the Cowboys? Like, give me the players' names that you're like, I gotta go watch them. Keith, Stephen, you always talk about
Dan,
the NBA
you
and
just
the
told
turnstiles.
me earlier, though, that doesn't matter. When I brought up that point with Shedeur Sanders, you said it's not like the NBA. Stars don't matter.
Nah, he talking about who playing right now.
It does in Dallas.
He talking about who playing.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Give me the people. Give me the people that are like, I gotta go watch them play. Marcus.
Micah Parsons.
CD and Micah. CD and Micah.
That's it.
That's it.
You're the Cowboys, and you got two guys. And so while you've drafted well, and the substance of your drafts over the years have been good, there's not a lot of flash with the Cowboys. And this is an organization that had flash. And that's, for me, why, like, you got to go get a perimeter difference maker that makes people go, like, I got to watch the Cowboys. I played in Detroit when we had Calvin Johnson. We were on Monday Night Football because of Calvin and Matthew. And that's it.
All right.
I said, yeah, hey, Stephen A. and Molly. Yesterday, I said Dallas should try to trade up and go get Travis Hunter. That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah. You know
I know I'm not talking about it's happening, but I would try it.
In terms of star power, guys, like,
you just said you won't flash.
No. Obviously, I love a Deion Sanders, a Michael Irvin, but there's another draft pick that I really love. Do we have that video? Yeah, let's just work on that.
Oh, my God.
307 pounds. 307 pounds.
A little thin
Look at my mama
right
turned
there.
up.
307
like,
pounds.
broke no more.
All right.
Hey,
307, Stephen A.
307. Marcus, can you give us that side profile that we saw, that still picture when they give us that still picture?
Yeah.
Give me the side profile real fast.
That's right. The Mac Daddy. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
I want to see it now. I want to see that side profile right now. Present day Marcus. Give me the side profile.
There it is. I see the eye. I see the eye. All business.
That's fly right there. I got to admit that's big sexy right there. I got to give it to you. I mean, ranked 2004 All-American. You know what I'm saying? At 307 pounds. Go ahead, bro. I ain't mad at you.